over the explicit. Really? What did I say? I didn't say anything bad. Here, Weaver 66. Yeah. All right. And Instagram is and Facebook and Instagram, and you can follow me all over. I got so much to say. Well, there's a lot of super people out there, you know? Okay. Sorry, kids at home listening. Let's look at the vocabulary for Freitag. Coffee maker. Up here, guys. Coffee maker? Coffee maker. Die Kaffeemaschine. Ironing board. What's the verb to iron? Bugle. And then Bugelbrett. Word for a board, like a plank of like a wood board, but also board, like even that's bulletin board is word for is Brett. Pillow? Yeah, that's kissing, because it kisses your head. Way to go, Connor. Duvet or bedspread. Bettdecke. Bettdecke. Kitchen sink. Die Spüle. Remember the verb spülen, to rinse, like the dishes? This is die Spüle sheet, like on your bed. Okay, you guys better get your sheet together. Das Laken is the word for sheet. Oh, I see where you guys' minds are. That's right. Yeah, I'm on a roll today. All that trolling I've been doing made me funnier. Toaster. Hey, how do you like that? What about der Toaster? Oven, one letter off. Der Ofen. Refrigerator, nothing like English at all. Der Kühlschrank. Der Kühlschrank. Pot, like you cook in. Der Topf. Microwave. Die Mikrowelle. Micro. Welle is the word for wave, like a wave on the ocean or a radio wave, or same way we use the word Welle. Stove. We have the oven or the stove. Stovetop is called der Herd. Almost with a D. Blanket. We had duvet, we had sheet, now we have blanket. Very similar to the word for duvet. This is just die Decke. Good. Dishwasher. Spül. What do? You Geschirr spülen. Right? That's how you wash dishes, is spülen. So, Spülmaschine. A pan. We have a pot, but what about a pan? Anybody? Yeah, a pot is deeper. Like a pan is like this. Like where you can fry stuff, or yeah, maybe grill stuff, I guess. But and then a pot is is deeper, like for boiling water in, or pasta, or chili, or soup, or okay. Here's the word for pan. Pfanne. P-F. Pfanne. Remember I asked you what's Pfannkuchen? Pancakes. How'd you make them in a pan? Or you can make them on a griddle too. Iron, again.
At this time, will sophomores with the left group F please make your way to the middle school gym?
Is that any of you guys?
Sophomores with last names A through F, please go to the middle school gym.
Freezer, we had Kühlschrank was refrigerator. It's good.
Okay.
Kühlschrank, but what about it? Sorry? Anyone know the word? Gefrierschrank. Hey, Lydia, I need your attention still.
I can't tell either. I can go now.
Okay. Do you have blazers stuck in my credenza back there?
No, here we go. This is mine.
You just hold that. You said you didn't have one. Kühlschrank und Gefrierschrank. Okay, let's go backwards here. Let's shuffle. What's this word here? Duvet. This word? This is so great with the pictures, right? What's this? This is the iron, right? The verb to iron is bugeln. Bugeleisen is the thing you iron on is a bugelbrett. It all, same thing. Iron, to iron, ironing board. What's this word? Blanket. This one here? Freezer. Der Herd. Stovetop. Here? Sehr good. This one? That's easy, isn't it? This one? Refrigerator, yeah? So we have, it doesn't freeze things. Gefrier comes from the verb frieren, to freeze, but cool is cool, yeah? Like the temperature. Kühlschrank. Laken? Laken? Sheets. This word? Microwave oven. Here. This is just the oven. This is a pan. Here. Die Spüle, sink. Spülmaschine. So that's what you do. You can wash dishes in the sink, in der Spüle, or in der Spülmaschine. Toaster, that's easy. Okay, Topf. Pot. You know the difference now? What's the word for pan? Die Pfanne. Die Pfanne is that word. Okay. So that vocabule is Freitag. Freitag. Let's look at the book here just for a minute. All right. I think we're at page 90, 90. 90 in textbook. I think we're going to start there at least. Let's look and see. Ja, Haushaltsgeräte. But I want to go. Okay, so we're talking about perfect versus preteritum. And now there's a exercise over here that'll tell us which one is which. Is it perfect, meaning the perfect tense, or is it in the simple past? Let's make this a practice again. So here's the sentence. Jeden Tag saß sie allein in ihrem Turm. Now the difference is, please hear me, the perfect tense is going to have a helping verb and a past participle like ist gefahren or hat genommen or hat geholfen or hat gekauft. But if it's just one word, only one verb in the sentence, only one word that making the verb, then it's simple past. So jeden Tag saß sie allein in ihrem Turm. Is that simple past or meaning preteritum or perfect? Sorry? No, there's no helping verb. There's just this word right here, saß, which is past tense of sitzen. What's sitzen? So every day she what? Sat alone in her tower. Who are we talking about here? That's Rapunzel. It's a great story. I tell you, the original story is really good. I think it's better than whatever they made, but okay. So that would be, what do we call it? That's preteritum. Now, Donnerstags wusch ich die Wäsche. Guys, is there a helping verb in here anywhere? No, it's just this past tense of waschen. Wusch. On Thursdays, I washed the laundry. That's also simple past. Now, you see it? Was hast du an der Universität studiert? That would be perfect because there's the helping. Hast du, have you studied? What have you studied at the university? Meine Eltern, look, watch it, haben ein Haus in München gemietet. They have rented, what do they rent? ein Haus in München. That'd be perfect or Präteritum? Here's one that's a little tricky because there's two verbs, but it's not, there's only verbs haben and sein. But wollten schon immer in Bayern wohnen. Is that simple past? That's Präteritum. We didn't talk about this, but this is the past tense of want, wollen. And although there's two verbs, it's not the helping verbs like haben or sein. That's what we're looking for. You have to have one of those two for perfect, like hast studiert. But this is just simple past of wollen, to want. So they always wanted to live in Bavaria. That's just Präteritum. Here we go. Hast du den Balkon gefegt? What is fegen? Have you swept the what? Den Balkon. Hast du den, is that perfect or Präteritum?
Sophomores with the last name G through M, please make your way to the middle school gym for your picture. Sophomores with the last name G through M.
Is that many of you? Is that perfect or Präteritum? Is that perfect or Präteritum? Thank you. Is there a helping verb? Hast du gefegt? That's perfect then. Here we go. Heute Morgen war die Mikrowelle noch sauber. Right, it's just simple past of to be. This morning, the microwave was still clean. Was clean, that's not has been clean. That'd be perfect, but was clean is Präteritum. In meiner alten Wohnung hatte ich eine Spülmaschine. I had a washing machine, or dishwasher. Is that simple past? Is he saying I have had a washing machine or I had a washing machine? Right, ich hatte. So that's simple past. There's no helping verb. Now look here, die ganze Familie hat Bernd bei seinem Umzug geholfen. That's perfect. Has helped. Helped this guy, this is the guy's name, Bernd. Helped Bernd with his move. He moved from someplace to someplace. That's perfect. In seiner neuen Wohnung konnte sehr gut schlafen. I know there's two verbs, but is this is a type of helping verb, but is it haben or sein? Konnte? Is it haben or sein? No. It's the simple past of can. So, Präteritum. Here we go. Last one. This actually got two sentences, but only one is past tense. Sie ist gar nicht teuer. Hat wirklich Glück gehabt. Hat Glück gehabt. Is this a helping verb? Hat gehabt. Is that a past participle? Gehabt? So that would be perfect. Perfect tense has, I'm going to say it one more time, guys, because I know some of you aren't hearing me. Perfect tense has a helping verb, a form of haben or sein. And at the end of the phrase or the sentence, you'll find the past participle. A lot of times it begins with GE. Gehabt. Yes, geholfen, gefegt, gemietet, right here. There were a couple of those that didn't have that, but they were still perfect, but most of those are going to be GE. You guys see the similarity? That's perfect. Where else do I have GE? Gefegt, perfect. Geholfen, perfect. Gemietet, perfect. Good. So in the real story, going back to, what's her name? Rapunzel. I tell you where that comes from, where the name Rapunzel comes from? Anyone? Did I explain that in the movie? So, in the another Grimm's fairy tale, right? Like we talked about Aschenputtel, right? And Schneewittchen, the Snow White. But in Rapunzel, in the original story, the mother is pregnant with the girl, a woman, and her husband, and she has this craving, like sometimes women have cravings when they're pregnant for certain food. And she has a craving, you can look it up, there's a kind of lettuce called Rapunzel. Yeah, no, it's also called lion's head lettuce. I don't know why they call it that, but it's also called Rapunzel. Yeah, it's apparently it's really good. It's kind of not the most common lettuce, but I never had it before. Anyway, so over this wall across from where they live, there's a nice home and a garden, and they have all this. And the woman who owns this house is growing Rapunzel, and so she has a craving for Rapunzel, and it's so like overwhelming that her husband decides to, and they're very poor, of course. There's always this situation. He climbs over this wall and goes into the woman's garden and steals the Rapunzel, the lettuce, and brings it back, and it makes his wife happy. So he keeps doing it, and then he gets caught. And then the punishment, is that I know your wife's pregnant, and as soon as she has that child, I want it. I want that child. Otherwise, I'm turning you into the authorities or the king or whatever. Yeah, but hold on. So this woman then has the girl and names her that because of what her mother craved whenever she was pregnant, and then keeps her in a tower. And now I forget how it goes from there. But yeah, there's the whole thing with the hair. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, lass dein Haar herunter. That was the whole thing. Go ahead. Are you getting your picture taken? Ah. Yeah. But there's some weird, it doesn't end like, of course it doesn't end like normal. And it's like really bizarre. Hold on. I kind of like that movie though. Okay. It starts out with the same line. The first three words are what? Es war einmal. Once upon a time. And at the end, okay, here's the little thing. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, lass dein Haar herunter. Remember that little phrase? Lass dein Haar herunter. What's he ask her to do? Let down your hair. And so of course, it's repeated like all things in fairy tales. It's easy to learn with because that's why it teaches kids like language because it has this repetitive nature to it. Here's it here, here it is a little bit later. Here it is just a paragraph later again. Here it is again. But at the end, though, it's some weird thing. Like the queen finds out, or the woman finds out that she's kind of a witch too. I mean, like literally a witch. And then she like makes the guy blind, and then says something to her, and somehow, like years later, they find each other and live happily ever after. That's the last line. Und sie lebten noch lange glücklich und vergnügt.
At this time, all remaining sophomores, please make your way to the middle school gym. Go ahead and take your backpack with you so you don't have to go back to this class. All remaining sophomores, please head to the middle school gym.
Yeah, and so she has twins with this guy. They don't have that in the Disney version, I don't think. It's like an out of wedlock thing, Anyway, it's a good story. One of those moral things, Don't steal food just to make your wife happy, things like that. I know she's bothering you, but don't do this just to make her happy. All right, that's Rapunzel. Good. Okay. Got that. That's all about that. Okay. I'll talk about that tomorrow. What's so funny? What's so funny? I'm talking to you, Lydia.
Oh, nothing, I just listened to you.
Yeah? Something funny must have happened. Okay, last thing here, and I'm going to show it to you here on the screen. You don't have to look at it in your book. I was talking about how I have that app on my phone that tells me when someone commits a crime in Liechtenstein. Remember? And it never goes off. Like sometimes it goes off, but it's like there's a car wreck or something. But well, here's why. This article here. There's a couple of police officers here from Liechtenstein right there. Very capable looking young couple here. In Liechtenstein is die Kriminalitätsrate. That's the rate of, what do you call it? Kriminalität would be not criminality, but crime rate. Thank you. Crime rate. The crime rate, extreme. What's extreme? Niedrig. Low, right? Crime rate is extremely low. Hey, Lydia. In den Gefängnissen, in the jails, I can't believe they have more than one, sitzen nur wenige Häftlinge. There's just a few prisoners. Die Kollaboration, what's that word, Kollaboration? Kollab, Kollaboration. Look at it. It's all like English except for one letter. Can you read that? Kollaboration. The collaboration zwischen Liechtenstein, Österreich und der Schweiz, all these surrounding countries, three together there, is sehr eng. They have a kind of a good type collaboration. Zum Beispiel kommen alle Liechtensteiner Häftlinge mit Haftstrafen. They've been given like a prison sentence. They're not waiting. I'll explain in a minute, because a lot of you haven't been to jail before. Not yet. But I don't mean like white collar prison. I know you guys done that, but I mean like real jail, like hard time, not with the golf course stuff. Haftstrafen über 2 Jahren in österreichische Gefängnisse. So they don't even have like a prison. They have a jail like to hold people. But if you end up with a sentence, a punishment, a sentence longer than 2 years or longer, you have to go to jail in Austria, because they don't have a prison in Austria. Because they don't have a prison there. Like it wouldn't be like cost effective to build one, because they don't have that many criminals. But Lydia, thank you, Lydia. The jail though, like we have a Tulsa County jail right downtown. You know where it is? Maybe you visited somebody there. That's where they hold people who are awaiting a trial, and maybe they can't get bailed out, like the judge didn't give them bail, or their family or whatever, people can't afford to get bail money to bail them out. So they have to wait for trial and be held. Or, what else? Oh, you may be in jail in Tulsa County for like a small offense, like less than a year. They may keep you like your punishment is to stay in the Tulsa County jail for a year. So there are people coming and going all the time, like people who are waiting on a trial, people who are waiting to be bailed out, people whose family are trying to save money to bail them out, and their trial might not be for a year or so. So they're just sitting there in jail and waiting, but they're not convicted yet. They're not officially guilty, but they're still holding them. There's a reason to hold them, maybe enough evidence or something. But anyway, or maybe a light sentence. But if you go to jail and you're going to your trial every day when your trial starts, and then you get convicted in the trial and you're going to spend time in prison, then you might spend a few more days in jail till they arrange things, and then they put you on a van and they take you with other people to a prison. Same thing here. They have a jail in Liechtenstein, but they have this collaboration with the other two countries around them. And if people get a sentence longer than 2 years, they go to Austria to serve out their sentence. And I've got a feeling that Austrian prison is pretty sweet, actually. I don't know why I think it would be like easy time, Once you get like in the neo-Nazi wing or something, then you gotta kill somebody the first day or something. I don't know. Prove your loyalty. No, I don't think it would be that. I mean, I don't know. European jails don't sound that interesting. Anyway, that's the whole deal. So crime is really, that's the word, Kriminalitätsrate. The word for rate is the same as we have, crime rate, R-A-T-E. They just say Rate. How do they translate that? Kriminalitätsrate. Yeah, crime rate. Good. Niedrig, low. Low crime rate. All right. You tired about Liechtenstein already? Are you tired of Liechtenstein?
No.
Well, how could you be? How could you be? All right. We're going to stop there. The dog get ready to ring? Okay. People online, be looking for a link from me tomorrow in email, okay? Just